Hi guys, this is Bobby. Welcome back to my channel for another video. I wanted to do a plan with me, but it didn't turn out like that. So instead, we're going to do a flip through. My husband actually had off the entire weekend, so we spent the weekend literally doing nothing. Like, I got my plan done, my housework done, and stuff like that, but other than that, we didn't do anything. So anyway, I'm just going to do like a quick little walkthrough. It's Monday in the middle of my work day, so I kind of got to, keep it short and sweet if at all possible. So anyway, I'm still in my Moterm personal wide. I think the color is called Dusty Rose. It's the pebbled. It's deluxe because it has the 2 snaps. So anyway, we'll just get right into it. So in the front, I still keep my little dot stickers and some photos, my wedding vows, stuff like that. My weekly planning routine is here, so just in case I ever forget, just some withdrawal slips and some just little doodads. I've got my if found and in case of emergency, then a business card, and then a photo of my husband and I. So I have made a couple of changes, so I'll walk you through those. It used to be I kept my inbox as my front section. I've now changed that to my monthly. So this here is just, I got a cutting mat from the Dollar Tree. It's $1.25 tree. And I cut it to size, and it's frosted like, so I just have it here in the front to protect the 2025 yearly overview from Playing with B. So, and then behind that, I've got my perpetual calendar from Hey Planner Girl. And then we start off with the months. So this is, January, and then February, and my monthly tab actually takes me to the current month. And if you'll notice, my monthly inserts are different. Pardon me. I did like a month on 4 page kind of thing. So on the front, the first page is like important dates. So anything that's coming up that month. So that will help me with future planning. So if I've got something, say, coming up in like May, I can just go to May and write it down. And then when I do my May monthly planning, I can write it in on the monthly section, in here. So, and then, and then the inside is the actual monthly calendar, where I can write down, everything that needs to be done. And then on the back, it is my master monthly task list. So, I have everything that I need right here, and I'm good to go. And then I saw on my Moxie Dreams, her channel that she created like a yearly habit tracker. So it's like a fold out, 6 months on one side and 6 months on the other. So I did something similar. I'm not taking her idea by any means, but I'm not selling this or giving it away or anything like that. It's just for me. I thought it would be helpful so I could keep track of everything all in one place. You can see I fell off quite a bit, but tomorrow is a new month, so, and I'm keeping it behind the current month, so that way, oh, look, I can check this off, because we did go to the MVA. You guys, that was a very pleasant experience, if I do say so myself. I was surprised. I actually took more information with me than they needed, so yay, me. Anyway, so, and then I have the whole year in here. And then my next section is my, oh, look, here's some little habit trackers. Because what I'm going to do is, like I've got my regular habits, and then I want to have my self-care habits, just so I can track, like on the yearly one where it says, self-care, I can track. So the self-care is only going to get a check if all of these things were met, every month. So, and I have the whole year. These are from SM Plans. So, I don't know. I don't know the best way yet to keep track. I just have to try things and then revamp as I go, as I'm sure you guys understand. So my next section is my inbox. Then I've got the brain dump trigger list from Brown Plans. Again, this is not available on her website anymore. And on the back is the Getting Things Done flowchart. And then this is just my my inbox marker. I was writing down like what self-care is to me, you know, just some ideas. And then I have some blank pages. And then my next section, little girl drinking her coffee with her laptop. My next section is the to-do section. This is just my running to-do list, you know. So I did clean desk. I did that. So it's just, you know, if I think of something that needs to be done, I jot it down here. And then, pardon me, when I'm doing my monthly planning, I will open this list and see what can be done that month and write it on the master monthly task list. And then I just have, you know, some blank pages. Then just another little deco. I like the sarcasm. I sprinkle that shit on everything. And then I printed out some. This is my weekly section. I printed out some this week. Sticky notes from Plan with B. So you'll see how I use those in just a second. So, and then I've got my week. Oh, well, this was last week, y'all. Let's see. Like I'm behind. I did that, and I did that. The habit tracker here has just been crap. I haven't used that at all. I didn't do either one of those. Oh, no, I did do the insurance company. I did that. Okay, so we'll just switch this over. Okay. Okay, so this is this week. This is what I'm using the this week's sticky notes for. So when I'm doing my planning, I go through the previous week, and then anything that didn't get finished, I jot down here. So that way I can write it on my to-do list and then schedule it if it needs to. If it needs to be scheduled. So look, I just did that. I did that. I did that. I did that. I did that. That is in progress. The DHL pickup. So email Cody, name tags, boom, 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 and call inspection stations. Done. Okay. So, and we're just, you know, we'll just keep rocking and rolling. And I kept this here because there's one thing on here, the new project spreadsheet renaming. Like, I know what that means, but I couldn't put it in my to-do list section because it's too long, and I don't know on which day I'm going to be able to do it because the spreadsheet is not ready yet. So when the new spreadsheet becomes ready, I will be able to put it on a day. So, and then like for next week, so I have a sticky note ready to go for next week because I already know that on Monday the 7th, I have to process payment for the open house lunch for my company. Well, not my company, but, you know, the company I'm working for. So anyway, and then I have, you know, I think the rest of April in here. And I've got another one going because I want to do the State of the Union with my husband. So, and that's that. And then the next section is my daily section. Oh, back here is my shopping list, little half sheets. I found some paper, some File FX color paper. So instead of continuing to print these, I just wanted to use up what I have, you know, from my stash. And then when I'm all out of this, I'll go back to this. It's old. Look at that. It's gross. If I'd have paid attention and noticed that, I would have cut that off, trimmed that top part off. Anyway, next up is my daily section. I have the whole month in here, starting with 3/1. And, you know, so, this was yesterday. Everything's been processed with a little thing on it. This is today. So I still have some things left to do. And then, oh my goodness, the rest of the week, just got some things on it. I've got a shopping list here ready to go, because I typically order my groceries on Thursdays. So, and this was a shopping list from last week, you know, and when I order it, I check it off, and then when it gets delivered, I check it off. You know, so that way, this helps me if something was left out of my order, or whatever the case may be. And then, like, where it says BJ's, that's where I got those from I got that from BJ's Wholesale Club. So, anyway, and I printed these upside down so that when this week is over, I can just flip it over and put it on like that. All right, and then I'm filing some taxes on Friday. Ugh. And then, so that's the end of the week. And then just some blank daily pages. Okay. My next section is my personal section. And this is where, you know, my personal stuff lives. You know, so I created this on Canva. This is from Okie Plans. I saw it on Talks from the Heart, Robin's channel. And I liked it. So I just decided to recreate it. I've got a piece of acetate on the front and the book dart to hold it together. My word of the year, gratitude journal. I haven't done gratitude since January 28th, but that's going to change. Then I have some blank gratitude pages. This is the State of the Union, the check-in that my husband and I do somewhat regularly. It's marked a little heart, so I know. We just sit down like once a month or so. We answer these questions, you have a conversation, you know, check in with each other. Some date night ideas, and then my goals, which have fallen by the wayside. You know, it hasn't been for me moving, and then I got sick, and then now I've like thrown out my back. I don't know, I think it's my sciatica. March has kicked my butt, you guys. And then my why, my how, and then these are like the ADHD inserts from Planner Room. So I just broke them down into the categories for my goals. Wrote down the steps that I needed to take in order to work toward my goal every month. So March, crap, just absolute crap. I do need to set up for April. I neglected to do that this weekend, so I will need to do that, and then I need to print some more. So this is my health section. This is a sticker that my husband got me. He knows I love raccoons. Then on the back, I've got a page flag, and then I've got excuse me, some other page flags. I got these from Amazon, so a lot of different colors. On the then this just a little quote, and then I've got my health log. We're not gonna look into that, and I've got some blank ones. And then I printed out some of my food logs. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these, but I wanted to have them available in case I wanted to. Whoops, let me fix that. It's getting kind of stuffed, and I cleaned some stuff out of here. So, and then back here is like my weight log. Yeah, I already saw it. Boom, there it is. So I haven't done much with it. It's just a fold out year. You know, 6 months on one side, 6 months on the other. So I'll start filling out again in April. My protein food chart and my heart healthy diet food chart. Meal plan, I haven't. This was last week and then this week. So I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. I know, scratch that out. Tonight is yo-yo. You're on your own. Wednesday, we're going to do chicken parm. So Wednesday, we'll do chicken parm. I have no idea for Tuesday and the rest of the week. I don't know. I'm tired of fooling with dinners. So just let them eat cake, which we seem to have plenty of. So, and then I've got an extra meal plan insert, and then the meals, the monthly meals for my Moxie Dreams. These are going to be the meals that we actually eat. So I need to date this for April. It starts tomorrow, so I just put 1 there so I know. And then I've got my work section. This is somewhat personal stuff. I mean, you can see the to-do list. I don't care because that's just for my own thing. But like in the notes section and these little tabs here, it's just personal information. So I can't show you guys that. And then we have my lists section. This is like a running list of things we want to watch, and the network that they're on. And down at the bottom, I've got a key. So like Peacock is P, Paramount Plus is P plus, so on and so forth. So we just know which app to open up, when we want to go watch TV. So, and then I've got a, blank one. My to buy list, family meal ideas, my husband's auto information, his truck information, and then baby cats, vet information, my grocery trigger list, so if I'm doing a shopping list, I can look at this and be like, oh yeah, wait, we do need aluminum foil, so like now I know we need ketchup. Let's see, we've got my Tombow color chart, and then go into finances, which I'm not going to go into. I do have like some SM plans check registers back here, so basically just like to balance, our finances, like the checkbook. And then I've got another part of the cutting mat from $1.25 Tree as like a page lifter. And then I've got this extra piece here. I'm not sure what I want to do with that yet, and then just, some receipts and resizing and stuff. So, but that's it, you guys. That's a quick little flip through of my planner, and I will work on getting another plan with me up soon. And look at the last week was just busy, guys, just really busy. But yeah, so anyway, I will work on getting another plan with me up shortly, and I hope you all are doing well. I hope you had a great weekend, and we'll talk again soon. Bye, everybody.